friends, and welcome to Culture Bites by Ethnicotes, where you learn about a new culture, one bite at a time. Today, I'd like to start with a simple question. Do you think all calendars around the world look the same? In fact, there are many kinds of calendars. The one most used, the Gregorian calendar, the one that starts in January and ends in December, is a solar calendar. A solar calendar has 365 days, the time it takes the Earth to complete a rotation around the Sun. But there's other kinds of calendars as well, like the lunisolar, lunar, and seasonal calendars. One such example is the Chinese calendar, which is a lunisolar calendar. In this type of calendar, the months are based on the phases of the moon. But the months and days in the year are somewhat aligned with the solar calendar. If you've ever noticed, each year of the Chinese calendar is assigned to a particular animal. For example, this year is the year of the ox. You ask, why each year has an animal assigned to it? Well, it all stems from a unique Chinese legend and forms the basis for the Chinese Zodiac, which assigns an animal to each year in a repeating 12-year cycle. Here's how the story goes. A long time ago, the Jade Emperor, one of the most important figures in Chinese mythology, announced that the years on the calendar would be named after animals in the order that they win a grand race that he'd organized. The race was to end at the Jade Emperor's palace. The night before the grand race, two friends, Cat and Rat, promised to start the race and complete the race together. Cat asks Rat to wake him up so that they can start together, but Rat forgets to wake him up and leaves without him. All the other animals wake up and begin the race too. The race is long and involves crossing a big river to the finish line. Rat is tired from the long journey and is sure that he cannot swim across the big river. Just then, he sees an ox preparing to cross the river and asks him for a ride across the river. The ox is a good friend and agrees to give the rat a ride across the river and beyond. But just as the Jade Emperor's palace approached, Rat jumps off Ox's back and races towards the Emperor, ahead of Ox, and becomes the first to finish the race. The first year is thus named the Year of the Rat. Ox comes in a close second, and the second year is named the Year of the Ox. This year, 2021, is the Year of the Ox. The tiger arrived third to the palace. Despite his speed, he explained to the emperor that the currents in the river were strong and slowed him down. The third year was thus named the Year of the Tiger. The innovative rabbit was the fourth to arrive. Rabbit knew that he would have a hard time getting across the river by swimming, so he crossed the river by jumping from rock to get to shore. At one point, he even slips but uses a floating log to save himself and come in fourth. The fourth year of the zodiac was then named the Year of the Rabbit. The flying dragon was the fifth to arrive, swooping down from the skies with his great big wings. The emperor and the other animals were curious to know why a swift flying creature such as the dragon should not be first. The dragon then explained that he had to stop and make rain to help all the people and creatures of the earth, and therefore was late. The happy emperor designated the next year the Year of the Dragon. Soon the galloping sound of the horse approached the palace, but unknown to the horse, a snake was hiding in its hoof. As the palace approached, the snake jumped out, giving the horse a big fright and made him lose his balance and fall. The snake passed the horse and came in sixth, and the sixth year was named the Year of the Snake. Horse soon recovers from his fall and arrives seventh, making the next year the Year of the Horse. Not long after, the goat, monkey, and rooster come to shore. These three creatures help each other to get to the palace. The rooster spots a raft and takes the other two animals with it. Together, the goat and monkey clear the weeds, tug and pull, and finally get the raft ashore. Because of their combined efforts, the emperor was very pleased and named them 8th, 9th, and 10th years after them. the year of the goat, also sometimes known as the year of the sheep, the year of the monkey, and the year of the rooster. An interesting fact about the monkey's journey: Monkey had woken up late and started the race late, but caught up by swinging on tree branches. The 11th animal to arrive was the dog. Although he was supposed to be the best swimmer, he could not resist the temptation to play a little longer in the river. For that, he almost didn't make it to the finish line. Just as the Jade Emperor was about to call it a day, an oink and a squeal was heard from a little pig. The pig got hungry during the race and promptly stopped for a feast and then fell asleep. After the nap, the pig continued the race and was named the 12th and last animal of the zodiac cycle. And this is the legend of how an animal is assigned to each year, and these animals were included in the Chinese Zodiac. It is believed that an individual embodies the characteristics of the animal they're born under. This account of this legend is just one version of the story. Many versions of the same story exist. If you're curious about what animal sign you were born under and would like to know more about this legend, check out the links in the description below. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Find Ethniquities on Facebook and Instagram and follow us for new products.